Hello and welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I would like to welcome you this evening into our living room where we're going to talk a little bit about hominy corn. Yes, wonderful, wonderful, delicious hominy corn. Now, there is two kinds of hominy. There's some so-called purists out there who can't get their head unwrapped around the idea that hominy corn is only lye soaked. That's not true east of the Mississippi River. It is true to Mexico, all down that way, and the Southwest. You can learn from this video, or you can be just too stubborn to learn the facts and stop the video now. So let's have some fun. This is usually the brand of hominy corn that I use. The hominy corn I use is not lye treated, not lye soaked, but I like both kinds. This is the hominy corn that I usually buy until it just got too expensive. Where I was buying it from, I think they were really marking it up. Now, I happened to look up and get this hominy corn, and as you can see, it is chopped corn. It's not whole corn like the lye soaked corn. I looked up on Amazon because there for the longest, and I had to quit, I was having to pay $5 or $6 for this bag, and it got too expensive for me. So now you can also find hominy corn just like this. I have found it at a Mennonite store. I've also found it at Amish store. So if you have any around you, you can buy it from them, or I found it on Amazon for a price I couldn't resist. Let me tell you, this is heavy, y'all. I'm a prepper. Me and Junior love hominy. We are stocked up for a while. 24 beautiful bags of hominy corn. And it ranges, I think it was $58. I'll have the link below in the description box. Now, I know not everybody's going to want to buy that much corn at once. It's fine. You can put that in your freezer. You can put it in a jar and vacuum seal it. Yes, I am tickled to death that we are stocked up on hominy corn for a good while. And if I can find a single bag of it sold on Amazon, I will put the link in it in the description box below. But you can see how beautiful this corn is. It's good and clean. You can tell it's healthy with healthy corn, and I'm happy to have it back in stock. Now, let's talk a little more about hominy corn. Now, Native Americans done it two different ways. Yes, the southeastern, northeastern tribes, yes, made two kinds of hominy. The lye-soaked hominy, which was wood ash from oak trees, was naturally heavy in lye, and that was the process to soak the whole kernel corn in. This corn is chopped, and as you see, hominy corn was chopped, broken up, mostly by what I'm going to eventually have, a big mortar and pestle, but it was made out of a big tall log that had a carved bowl inside, a natural bowl, and they would use it and they would chop the corn up, dry corn, and then they would store it back because this corn is more versatile than the lye soaked hominy corn. The lye soaked hominy corn a lot of times was used sometimes in succotash. It was put in soups. It was put in stews. This, on the other hand, was, yes, also stored back for winter usage. It could be pounded finer for grits. Yes, Native Americans made grits way before Southern people ever even thought about. Or it could be made into like a corn meal, which they used a lot of cornmeal. Or it could have been, it depended on the woman of the house or the cabin or the lodge. It depends on, or the longhouse. We could go split hairs on this one. They would also grind it finer to where you had corn flour. Now, this hominy, I'm going to make the video. It'll probably post Sunday or Monday. Good chance it might be Monday. I'm not sure yet. Whenever I can get around to cooking it, I will take you step by step on how to make traditional southeastern, northeastern hominy. It does not involve lye soaking it, not whatsoever. Now, traditionally, it was cooked either by itself or with venison or rabbit, or there was a lot of different things. After the Spaniards came through and brought hogs, then that's when the love affair of pork going into hominy happened. Now, me personally, I use pork loin. I like pork loin, and I cook it in the water first to make a broth before I put my hominy corn into the crock pot. I cook mine in a crock pot now because it's easier on me. One bag will feed me and Junior very well. We like leftovers. If you're a single person, half a bag will give you enough to eat yourself and leftovers. I'll go into more description detail when I start cooking the hominy. Now, like I said, this version of hominy corn, I've had 3 different ways. So for those naysayers that say hominy corn is only lye soaked, I wish you were with me. Buy the big cast iron wash pot while the elder ladies were standing there stirring it, cooking it. It had no lye in it. It's called hominy, different tribal names for it. And I'd like to see you stand there and tell those elder ladies that they were wrong and what they were doing was not right. Because, yeah, when they cook it in the big cast iron wash pots, they use a special carved wooden stir paddles that resemble like boat oars. I have a pretty good feeling that you probably would have been whacked quite a few times with hot hominy soaked paddle stirs, because, yeah, I'd like to see you talk to those elder women like you talk to me. But that's beside the point. I'm just trying to teach what I know, what I have ate, what I cook myself. But like I said, this same corn, some people call it parched corn. This is not parched corn because it has not been pre-cooked. Parched corn was usually pre-cooked and laid out to dry. Not always, but this would have been dried corn that they had chopped with the big more and pestle. And let me tell you, it's amazing, y'all. I have set up at many craft fairs and sold the hominy corn, and people love it. If cooked right and done right, it tastes a little bit like chicken and dumplings. It depends on who's cooking it and how they season it, which I will teach y'all that in the video to come. But this is getting harder and harder to get a hold of. And when I saw that I could buy a case of it, I jumped on it. Yes, for those who are on food stamps, the link that I'll have below, you can buy this on your food stamps as well. Now, for those who don't have food stamps, you can, just pay with your card. But extremely good, extremely traditional, and I love seeing it still being made where the few who know how to cook it the old ways, and of course, I would be, if I was doing it traditional, I'd be out on uh, an open flame, wood flame, and stirring it. I tweak mine a little bit and cook it, in a crock pot because that's easier on me and I don't have to watch it. Now, if you cook it on a stovetop, you got to watch it because after a while, it will try to stick and it will burn. Don't matter how good your pot is, it will still stick unless you stand there and stir it and stir it. But this was used way before settlers come over here, way before the Spaniards come with their murderous ways, way before any contact with foreigners. And what they would do is, of course, they would make either clay vessels, storage vessels, or they didn't do so much with baskets because if you're not careful, weevils will get into the corn, and they love corn. Rawhide containers that were sealing, they would store this in that. It's easy, y'all. It's wonderful. You can grow old traditional hominy corn yourself. I know So True Seeds has the seeds for it. It's a very old heirloom corn. Now, in some places they sell the yellow corn. Personally, I like both of them, but white corn to me tastes a whole lot better. I just wanted to bring this little bit of information to you and hopefully open some people's eyes that hominy is not always lye soaked. You can have it two different ways, and I'll eat either way. I like both of them. But this is my preferred way of eating hominy. And like I said, I will have a detailed video coming out Sunday or Monday showing you step by step how to cook this. Now, do not expect cooking this kind of hominy to be quick. It's not. It takes a while. It's a long process. It's not a hard process, but it takes time. And like I said in the description box below, I will have the link to buy it in bulk. And if I can find single bags on Amazon, I will put that link in the description box. And or if you have an Amish or Mennonite store near you, you should be able to buy it from them as well. Just make sure what you're getting for the recipe to come up is not lye treated corn. You'll tell a difference. The lye treated corn is a whole lot bigger because it swells up from um, the lye, soaking in the lye. But yep, this is just another edition for Native American Heritage Month. I'm trying my best to keep the old ways alive, and I am enjoying myself. I know I surprised Junior with the box. He didn't know it was coming. I opened it up and showed him, and the biggest smile come on his face because, yeah, he loves hominy, especially cooked the way I do it. All right, everyone, this is a good way to stock your pantry. And let me tell you, this will fill you up for a good while. It's one of those, what we call in the South, stick to your ribs food. And it does. Everyone, take care. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. May you each be blessed. Continue to stock up food in your pantry that will nourish and sustain you. Medicinals that will heal you. Protection of all kinds, as well as the bare essentials. Everyone, stay safe and sound out there in this crazy world. Everyone, take care. May you each be blessed. Hoot, hoot. Love y'all. See you soon.